We welcome you to 32 Heather Lane in the Centerville village in the town of Barnstable here on Cape Cod. This home is situated on a cul-de-sac. There is almost no traffic that would come through. And when you look at the beautiful landscaping detail on this bright day, you can appreciate that you can enjoy this home any time of year. It's an oversized ranch, over 3,000 square feet, with a 2-car garage, gas, hot air heat, central air, all the things that you want in your perfect Cape Cod home. This home has been beautifully maintained, many upgrades and additions, beautiful lawn, plantings, all set for the new owner. And you can see that there's screening on either side, so you have a lot of privacy without a huge yard to maintain. Just enough to be able to enjoy and have an elegance associated with the curb appeal as you see this from the front side of the street. So we'll step inside, but in the meantime we'll just take a quick look back. The pretty perennial beds, the hydrangeas in bloom. Here on Cape Cod, we love our hydrangeas and they're magnificent this year. So let's step inside. This home has an amazing and yet modest backyard, but it's level and totally functional. As we look back in this corner, it's fenced. It has a large oversized shed. This shaded gazebo kind of area has served as a wonderful little focal point for the owners, but due to its condition, the sellers wouldn't be guaranteeing the structural integrity of that particular piece. So you might want to look at replacing it, or if you don't need the shade, you may just choose to eliminate it. But it's makes for a wonderful platform for another sitting area. On this little part had been a fire pit at one point on this part of the deck, and looking back you see the expanse of the rear of the house and the beautiful yard. And it's very private feeling behind. The lot behind you is actually part of the house that you can barely see here. So there's not an extra buildable lot behind. So your sense of quiet and privacy will remain as you see it. Beautiful lawn here. You can see the bulkhead that comes out from the partial basement, which we'll see when we get inside. Roof is newer, just impeccably maintained. Pretty plantings all around. Some annuals, of course, at this time of year to dress things up. But many perennials that this owner has lovingly planted. Looking back toward the front, you can see that fenced area. And as we take a walk through the backyard, there's just delightful spaces for entertaining, for playing on the lawn, croquet, badminton, anything you might want to do with your friends and family. So you get a sense of the backside. This is the sunroom that we're looking at here. A 4-season sunroom actually. Family room down that end. And a large bedroom here, again, that we'll see as we go inside. Just a quick look around at some plantings, screenings, the fencing. And as we look back at the whole of the house from the rear, you get an idea of its substance. It shows large from the front, but I think in the back you can see how it really is an amazing house that you would be very proud to own. So let's take a step inside so that you can see how the indoor floor plan works, and I'm sure you'll enjoy our tour. As we step in the front foyer, we have a tiled space with a substantial guest closet right here, through an arched opening to an absolutely lovely and expansive living room. Vaulted ceiling, wood floors, opens to a kitchen, the dining room, down the hall. So we're just kind of getting a big overview of this great space before we individually touch on the rooms. Looking back toward the foyer and out toward the front door, through the front window to this beautiful front lawn that we saw in the exterior video. To the tiled foyer, very pretty tile, earthy colors in a pretty pattern. So as we step into the living room, this is wood floors that are in the rooms as you see them. Track lighting, ceiling fan. This house has gas, hot air heat, and has central air conditioning. Let's step through here into the kitchen. This expansive ranch has no shortage of well-used square footage at over 3,000 square feet. All the rooms are large, but not in any way overwhelming. They function so well. And in the kitchen we have a look through here to the family room with a fireplace. Looking back here to the dining room, making a perfect entertaining flow and circle back to the living room and the front door. So let's take a step out into this delicious sunroom, which is a four-season room, carpeted, windows, overlooking a beautifully maintained and impeccably landscaped backyard. Looking through this slider, this patio door to the family room. So again, just adding to the flow and the functionality of this house for entertaining all your guests in all seasons. With another look at the backyard here. We have a view of that video also, with a large shed and this incredibly expansive deck. This room has two skylights, ceiling fan, and as we step back through the kitchen, these kitchen cabinets were custom built by a local craftsman. They're a hard maple with a very warm and welcoming stain, beautiful granite countertops, and the glass tile backsplash with the stainless steel appliances. Wonderful prep counter space and cabinet space. And this pantry straight ahead is quite large with extra deep shelving. So we walk down the hall here. On our left is a door to the two-car garage. We'll step in and take a look at the half bath first, with 6-panel wood doors, tile floor in the in the half bath powder room, a first floor laundry, and through here is the HVAC heating and air conditioning system. Central vac. As we step through here, we get into the family room, so you can really see how this house works and flows in several different ways, depending on the season or the guests, your need for your own spaces when you're entertaining. It's a beautiful fireplace, a vaulted ceiling fan. Again, the rooms are all expansive. This one is carpeted, so it's really nice underfoot. We'll take a look back so you get a sense right out through to the sunroom, to the backyard deck. And we'll step back down the hallway and coast through the living room again, and we'll head down to the 3 bedrooms. So on our left is probably the smallest bedroom, and it's still not small, it's very substantial and functional. Looking back at the closet. And through here is the master suite. More than large enough to house a king bed and ample sitting areas, furniture. Many of the windows in the house have been replaced, so there are just so many upgrades in this property that you will really need to give you the sheet to help you appreciate that. Into the master bath with tile floors, more custom-built cabinetry, and the shower, and a huge pantry, huge linen closet, storage closet, and a small one back behind. Tile floors in here, so you get a good look at the size and functionality of this bath. This owner put two different additions on the house. One expanded this bathroom beyond the shower area, and another we'll see in another room. So we step back through this little sink dressing area here into a beautifully customized walk-in closet with the built-in wood shelving done by a professional. We step out, we complete our tour of the master suite that anyone would be happy to reside in and spend extra time in too. Guest bath here. So the house has 2.5 baths. This is the guest bath, immediately adjacent to this very large room, which was originally, of course, a bedroom that stopped kind of almost at the edge of the ceiling, or maybe a little beyond. But this owner added on this whole area, and its functions for them as an office, but certainly could qualify as a bedroom. And looking back, it has a walk-in closet, a closet here. No shortage of storage in this property at all, inside and out, with the garage and adjacent buildings. And as we look down this stair, this goes to a small, well, not so small, it's a storage room area and a bulkhead out to the outside. So there is a usable partial, small part of a basement. And we'll complete our interior tour back out in the living areas, where you can really appreciate, again, the quality, the expanse, the updates, and the functionality of this over 3,000 square foot oversized ranch on an extremely quiet street in Centerville. So showings, easy to schedule, and we welcome the opportunities to introduce you to this fine property.